Before the break, we were talking quite a bit about football and even more so on baseball, but let's go ahead, Josh, and jump into some local news. We've got a couple of local stories coming out. First, we want to mention that tryouts will be held for Chester East Lincoln. The Chester East baseball team will hold their tryouts from 3 to 5 Monday through Thursday next week, and that, of course, is at the Ball Diamond there at the school. Student athletes need to have their current physical and insurance waiver on file with the school office. So Chester East holding tryouts next week for baseball. Also, Lincoln High School holding tryouts for the girls tennis team. The first practice, will be 3 p.m. Wednesday out at the tennis courts out at the Elks. So any girls out there that are interested in Lincoln High School tennis, 3 o'clock Wednesday out at the Elks, first practice on that. And Josh, something that we were talking a little bit about last week when we had Sam Knox in here with us, the Central State 8 getting a new change with the new addition of Rochester coming, and that will now put the Central State 8 with 9 teams, and we've seen a lot of teams now as far as NCAA goes, switching conferences and everything. And there's a pretty interesting story out of the Courier this morning, as far as what's in a name.
Well, you're exactly right. There are going to be a lot of people either switching names and taking a lot of logos off uniforms, logos off gym floors, your football fields, that kind of thing, because a lot of conferences have switched teams. And, for instance, like the Big 12 only has 10 teams now. Big 10 has 12, so maybe they'll just flip-flop. Interstate 8 large, which is an IHSA, has 6 teams. Interstate 8 small, which is still in the IHSA, has 6 teams.
Now, why is that the large and the small, you would think that the large would have 10 teams as opposed to 6?
Maybe they once did, and now 2 teams went elsewhere with all the conference switching. But the Mid-State 6 has 5, the South 7 with 6 teams. So a lot of conferences have that number of, just like the Central State 8 teams. Now we have officially in August we'll start Rochester. We'll make it to Central State 8-9. So, I don't know if they're going to switch it. We'll see. They're going to have to do something.
Do you want to keep the name the same, or do you want to add to it called the Central State 9 or the Central State 8-9?
It doesn't bother me any. But the Central State 8 is just, I guess, sounds good because it's been familiar to all of us or the people in the Lincoln area. Central State 8-9, I'm sure in 3 years it'll sound just like the Central State 8, pretty fluid, and you'll just think of the conference as that.
The
only problem is on the gym floor at Lincoln, the gym floor at Lanphier, Springfield, all the schools in the Central State 8 currently are going to have to change their logos. If they want to, either take it off, restrip it,
put paint, something.
Right, and that's gonna be a cost for every school in the Central State 8 if they want to do that. Rochester may have to add the Central State 8-9 to their conference floor or to their gym floor if they want to. So there's going to be some expense. I don't know how much it is. They probably resurface their floor every year or two anyways. But there is going to be some expense, and it looks like the Central State 8 is kind of following suit. Although, there is talk in the article here that Taylorville has contacted Mount Zion to go over to the Apollo Conference in that area. So I don't know if that's in the works and it's going to take a year or two or what's going on.
As far as we know, nothing is set in stone yet. When we had Sam Knox on last weekend, he said, as of last weekend, that was just rumor. Obviously, something has come out in the paper, so maybe Mount Zion and Taylorville are in negotiations as far as switching conferences, but of course, as of now, all that is just speculation. So don't worry, Raider fans, nothing's happening just yet. For now, Taylorville still will be in the Central State 8 Conference, and we will welcome Rochester joining the 8 teams that are already in the conference. So really, no change there than from what we know already. Also, something interesting coming out of local softball. The Ole Fire girls softball team, the 16 and under team, placed 3rd place at the national tournament at the National Softball Association World Series this weekend. So congratulations to the Ole Fire girls, the 16 and under team, for the 3rd place finish, and congratulations to all the girls softball programs and all the age groups with the Ole Fire, and then also with area teams. Congratulations to them. Josh, we're going to go ahead, step aside, take our final commercial break, and when we come back, we will have the folks from the State Bank of Lincoln on here with us. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. And we're back out here at State Bank of Lincoln, and Josh, we have a Vice President on our hands here. The Vice President of State Bank of Lincoln, Jeannie Scherer, is out here. And Jeannie, first of all, thanks for having us out here today. And let's talk a little bit about the locations that you have. State Bank has branched out quite a bit and has expanded and grown a lot in the last couple of years. Why don't you talk about some of the locations that you have?
We have multiple locations now, the main bank being in Lincoln on Broadway. We have a branch on Sangamon Street, also in Lincoln. State Bank West, located on Woodlawn Road with extended hours. They open at 7:30 in the morning to make it more convenient for the business customers on the west side of town. The branch in Walmart in Lincoln is open from 9 to 6 Monday through Saturday, so that also makes it convenient for people on the weekends to do their banking business all day on Saturday. We have a branch in Cornland that is also full service and open all day and till noon on Saturdays as well. We added 2 branches in Clinton last year. The main facility, which is on the square in Clinton, and their hours are from 8:30 to 5 as well at the main bank branch and until noon on Saturday. We have a branch also in Clinton located in the IGA store. They also offer extended hours of 9 to 6 Monday through Friday, 9 to 3 on Saturdays, and they're even open for a couple hours on Sunday afternoon.
Wow.
Really?
Well,
You don't
get 'em in
hear
there on
about
Sunday,
that.
yeah.
You don't hear about that much.
Do you also talk a little bit on locations of your businesses too? Talk about your ATMs. You've got ATMs scattered everywhere, I'm sure.
Multiple ATMs
Right.
around Lincoln and Clinton as well. In Lincoln, we have the one at the corner of Keokuk and Logan. There is also one in the drive-through facility at Sangamon Street, one located in Walmart. The Lincoln College Student Center has an ATM. ALMH has an ATM as well for State Bank of Lincoln. Logan Lanes, the Elks Lodge.
That's quite a few.
Quite a few,
Yeah.
quite a few in Lincoln. Knights of Columbus is also have one. In Clinton, we have one located in the IGA branch, the Walmart Plaza, and also at the facility on the square in Clinton.
Of course, you guys have been doing quite a bit here in your new loan department that you have, new little addition that you have here. Talk a little bit about your real estate and kind of mortgage rates that you have going on right now.
The real estate department has had a lot of growth over the past several years, and we moved into the adjacent building to the main bank last fall to give us room to continue to grow the department. We offer all types of mortgage products to our local customers in Logan, DeWitt, and all adjacent counties. Rates are currently at an all-time low again, so a lot of refinancing going on. It's a great time to purchase a home with rates low, and there's plenty of inventory on the market to do so.
Jeannie, we thank you and everybody that you have on staff here. Couldn't do it without you guys. Thank you very much.
Thanks for being here.
Yep.
For Josh Komnick and for the birthday boy Jim Ash, I'm Cameron Kurtz. This has been the Cheap Seat Sports Open Line, 96.3 WLCN, and make sure you tune us in next Saturday, 9 to 10, as we will be broadcasting from the Logan County Fair. Until next week, make sure you go out, visit the fair, stay up on your current affairs going on in the world of sports, and we will see you next Saturday. We'll see you down the road. Take care.